Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and children of all ages. I'm Clay. Know me on Twitter as Apocalypse. This is Boldcastify Sports live. Maybe not so live, but still fairly live. Anyways, let's cut the BS. I want to give you my big eight for the evening as a wrap up of what happened in the National Football League today. All right, well, let's start with our own favorite team right here, the Teal and Black. Let's cover it up. Let's hit it out of the park. As we all know, the Jaguars did unfortunately fall in Charlotte, where a whole bunch of our brigade people were up there representing hard. God love them. I wish I could make the trip, but other things came up. Point being, 34-27 final. Very close outcome. You're not going to have more times than not, you're not going to win a game when the quarterback fumbles 3 times in a game. It's just the odds are stacked against you. That's just the semantics of the situation. That being said, he's the guy. Let's cut the BS. He is the guy. I mean, we've established this. At this point, he's played enough games. He really looks the part, plays the part. He's kept us in every game he's played. I mean, with the exception of maybe the Chiefs game, where he was already behind the 8 ball to an extent. That one kind of got out of hand. That was a combination of defense. I mean, it was a whole mess going on. But this is probably, I'd say, the roughest game by far for him. Let's Garner Minshew. Let's make it clear who I'm talking about. But still, his fight, his composure, accuracy, incredible. The offensive line, that's a different story. Another thing, DJ Chark. We're seeing him develop into a number 1 receiver right in front of our eyes. From people questioning if he should be on the team. I heard that multiple times. Well, you're idiots. Okay, you at least got to give someone a couple of years. I mean, you can't cut a second-round pick like boom. I mean, that's just idiotic. Give someone a chance. Anywho, he is looking like a straight baller, making moves. He is making moves that I have not seen a Jaguar receiver do in a while. Straight physical, making plays downfield, getting separation. Complete ball skills all around. Get that route tree. Anyways, let's go to the other side of the ball. Todd Wash, you should be embarrassed for yourself. Embarrassed. You were putting your people in terrible positions. There may be reasons certain people don't want to play for you. I'm just throwing that out there. May not be accurate. Just an opinion. Terrible. In my opinion, I haven't gone back to watch the film yet. Just from what I watched today, very, very poor coaching against Norv Turner. Norv took Todd to school today in multiple assets. Now, it does help when you have number 22, Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is going to take a lot of people to school, including this friggin' defense, which that's another story. But our defense was out of position multiple times. Now, I don't know if we need to go talk to certain people that are maybe captains on the defense, but God love, I mean, there's a lot of love, so I mean, no disrespect there, but people need to be in certain positions as well. Over pursuing is a hell of a bad thing that this team does. Another thing, penalties. For the love of Christ, stop with the damn penalties. This is getting outrageous. This is ridiculous. If this team could control its damn penalties, I don't have words for it. This team would be in a whole different stratosphere. Control the damn penalties. Composure. The penalties are in a whole... it's just getting me frustrated. I'm getting worked up. I need to go to bed shortly. I'm getting real worked up for being 12 o'clock at night. This is annoying. Just thinking about the penalties. All right. We're in week 5. This should not be straggling on this far. But unfortunately, this is the way the team is. We've seen this in previous seasons, and it's still the case. Address the penalties. Stop the damn penalties. Last thing but not least, offensive line was not getting the same push it was getting up in Denver. Okay, fair enough. Not the same defense. All right, I'll bite. But there's this one section I'm kind of angling at Norwell. It's really bad, Norwell, that I would probably look at maybe making a few adjustments. I mean, maybe Cam wasn't doing great, but I definitely would look at Norwell. Other than that, definitely things to be worked on. But you got to hold on to the damn ball. Love you, Garner, but you got to hold on to the damn ball. That's the biggest flaw right there. Besides that, kid's a baller. Kid's a gamer. Dude, he is that guy. I'm gonna wrap up with that for the Jags. Yeah, it sucks to lose the expansion brethren on the 25th anniversary, on the 25th season. But it's an NFC game. At least it's that. It's not a terrible loss in the whole scheme of things. 2-3. Still got a long season ahead. Let's keep it cranking. Let's go to London, where the Panthers will be going next week. And we'll be going like in a month. Anywho, Bears get shocked and rocked by the Raiders. The Oakland Raiders, knock them off in London. I think it's the Bears, maybe first or second, third trip. I don't remember. They haven't been over much. I didn't do my homework on that one. Let's be real. Anyways, they opened up the new Tottenham Stadium or whatever. Nice. I guess they decided to play it at a regular time. So kind of got excited for morning football and was sadly disappointed. Anyways, Raiders. Let's give some credit where credit's due. Chucky, do your thing, dude. Do your thing. He's knocked off. His teams have knocked off the Colts as well as knocking off the Bears. Mind you, the Colts just about an hour ago knocked off the Chiefs at home. So Chucky's cooking something out in Oakland. Just throwing it out there. So let's take it on down. Speaking of Gruden's, let's take it back across the pond and go to D.C. That Gruden, that's a shit show. Let's just cut the cheese. Gruden, shit show. He's about out of a job. He'll be in John's staff by the end of the year. I mean, honestly, I'll be shocked if he still has a job by the time I do another one of these. It's pretty rough over there. That's a bad team and a poorly coached team. Speaking of poorly coached, let's look in New York. Yes, sorry, the Jets. That's a poorly coached team as well. When you give Sam Darnold all your first team reps, and you don't even know if he's coming back. Great job, Gase. Beside the point. Bad team. Still just overall not great. But kind of figured that one out from what he did in Miami. But not looking good. There really are some bad teams in the NFC. I mean, Washington, off the top of my head, is your really glaring, I guess, shit show that's in the NFC. But you got a few of them in the AFC. You got the Jets. You got the Bengals. I mean, Steelers are kind of getting a borderline there. The Dolphins, god damn, that's a train wreck and a heartbeat. I mean, they may have a bear heartbeat. It's not good in Miami. That's obviously they're doing it on purpose. They have a point for what they're doing, but that entire football squad is just not good. No, sorry guys, it's just no, just stop. Speaking of Pittsburgh, since we touched on that just to have a bit there, what in the hell are you doing in Pittsburgh? Okay, all right. This just frustrates me being an NFL fan, period. Okay, I'm a Jaguar fan, first and foremost. I will admit this, I grew up being a Buccaneer fan like years ago. But NFL fan across the board here. It's an embarrassment that after Mason Rudolph got hit, that he took the hit that he did, and he went to sleep on the field, you could not get a cart out there to carry his ass to the locker room. That's an embarrassment. That's a shame on you, Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't care about the city, but Steelers and the National Football League itself. And Heinz Field or whoever the hell is organizing that. because the cart doesn't work, but then you get the damn cart working later. So the poor bastard has to stumble his ass off the field. That's shameful. This sport is worth billions. Yes, billions with a B. Billions. And you can't afford another effing cart? Have two. At least have 2 or 3. Hell, get the little strollers, the little stretcher things they use in soccer, and tote his ass out like that. Good God, we're worried about concussions and people not wearing multiple helmets and everything. But you have the poor bastard take his face mask off and stumble to the damn locker room? You should be ashamed of yourself. Embarrassed. Point blank. I don't even like talking about this. This is the same city, this is the same franchise where Ryan Shazier was damn near permanently paralyzed. And you can't have another freaking cart? All right, be better. Be embarrassed, but be better. Simple as that. All right, let's go to the NFC. Dak Prescott, you're back down to earth. Welcome back to earth. You played a couple of cupcakes. You look pretty good, but guess what? You're not playing Miami every week. And now you're going to taste the real schedule. New York, Miami, and you're getting back out there. And that's something else, too. If you really want to get a pick-me-up game, go play New York. Because the last couple of weeks, any team that's having a little shit show, they played the Giants, right back up. But Dak, I don't know what the Cowboys are going to do. I think they'll be fine. I mean, it's the Cowboys. They'll figure something out. But the last couple of weeks, they've lost to the Bridgewater Saints. And now they've lost to... Who the hell they just lose to? The Packers. They just lost to the Packers. But yeah, they lost to the Packers. It's not looking good. I mean, come on. You can't have your quarterback throw 3 picks, and he's supposed to be your franchise guy. Especially at this point in his career. There's a difference than a 6th-round quarterback losing fumble, or 6th-round quarterback rookie losing fumbles. Let's cut the BS. All right. But speaking of the Saints, wow, Teddy, you're keeping it rolling. Let's give you props here. Let's give Teddy some props. He's keeping this train rolling. And Drew's like over there working his finger out at the sideline. You see him sometimes like stretching that sucker. I got to give Teddy credit. I mean, I didn't think he'd be able to do it. No, didn't think so. Now, hopefully his hopes and dreams come to end next week in Duval. But that's beside the point. He's done very well, and I commend him. But that is a very talented New Orleans Saints squad that he's a part of. That just shows you the talent that they've built around there. Loomis and Peyton and all that crowd. So, congrats to that. Anyways, let's take a step down. Let's look at the Bucs. It's kind of the same thing because the Bucs were playing the Saints today. It just shows you this Jekyll and Hyde of the NFL. The Bucs, they beat the Panthers. Okay, nice. Then they lose a stinker. Well, I don't want to say a stinker, but they allowed a huge comeback to the Giants, who obviously aren't looking very good since. They allowed a huge comeback at home to the Giants, lose by a field goal. Then they go out to the Rams, totally take it to the freaking Rams, out in LA. I mean, they put a good one on them. I mean, I'm not 100%, but in my recollection, the Bucs have never scored over 50 points. And they did. That was last week. This week, they lose to the Saints. The Bucs are definitely this year's currently Jekyll and Hyde team. I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyways, Patrick Mahomes appears to be human. Yes, we've established that. It seems to be the case. Patty is definitely a little bit of human because he got his ankle rolled up on during Sunday Night Football, and he couldn't get outside the pocket, didn't have the mobility like he's used to, like we're all accustomed to him having. And you could definitely tell a difference. Well, don't know how it's going to affect him going down the season, but it definitely did kind of hamper the entire Chiefs offense. So it'll be interesting to see how this works out, and big win for the Colts, which, F them. But it definitely brings the Chiefs down to 4-1, Colts to 3-2, which I guess that puts them in the top of the division. bastards. But I'd be intrigued to see how that is affecting Mahomes going forward. Because if you recall, he actually injured it for the first time back down here in Jacksonville in Week 1. So it's been a lingering issue. And the Chiefs barely got out of Detroit last week. And they struggled with that one because he's not been right since. But this time I think it was Cam Irvin rolled up on him, backed up into him, and kind of got the ankle a little bit. So it will be interesting to see for sure. All right, well let's tap this up and wrap it up with our number 8. Brady and the Pats, the lone AFC undefeated. I know we've heard that multiple times. It's nothing new. I'm not breaking any news here. I could probably go off years. You could repeat that for the last couple of decades, and you've heard that. All right, big deal. But guess what? Going back to that Washington game, they struggled for a while before it got open because Washington sucks. So it was eventually going to happen. Beside the point, Brady's showing his age. It's true. It's inevitable. I hate to break it to you, Pats fans. 12 is starting to look 42. It's about damn time. It's about goddamn time, and I am happy. But that being said, Father Time is still not there yet because, I got to admit, Brady's still got it right here. He's still that guy. So even though he's starting to look like he's a little feeble and hitting the fetal positions and everything, gonna have a little AARP card here shortly. He's quite smart and he knows where to drop when he needs to. So he's gonna still be very efficient. Just definitely taking a notch back. And it helps he's got a pretty damn good defense too. It's almost like Brady of, what was it, 01 when they beat the Rams in the Super Bowl? It's almost like things have kind of reversed back to when he first started playing. It's kind of weird. History repeats itself, as we've seen a few times. All right, well, I'm pretty sure that was 8. Not sure. First time getting back in the road of doing this, getting back in the saddle, I guess. Get a little more acclimated after this. But this is my big 8 for this week of the NFL. Be sure to tune in and keep following on Boldcastify Sports Instagram, Be Bold or Bold Sports Jacks on Twitter, and of course check out our website, boldcastify.com. Thanks for joining us and have a wonderful night and go Jags.